All right, so just to kind of start off, what do you remember most about that game with Virginia last year? I mean, what's kind of your defining memory?
Um, I guess kind of me hitting my first shot, my first three, um, off a tip from Aaron, kind of mid first half.
Mm-hmm.
What have you had a chance to watch them on film so far, and what's the same and what's different?
I mean, the same as they're just super efficient, really good defense, and I mean, obviously they're well coached. New is, I mean, I guess they don't have as many scores as they did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, two guys leaving
Right.
that are in NBA now.
Right, guy and
But
Jerome.
yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. So that's really the biggest change.
Just having played them so recently, kind of knowing what they do, how does that help you going into the rematch here now, having that familiarity?
I mean, stuff is just fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, the guys who played, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Just stuff is fresh in our minds. We know kind of how to play there. I mean, we played it really tough last year, and so yeah, just having that stuff sit on my mind.
Is there any added significance to this game, being that you just played them, and that game obviously was a pretty memorable one, or is this just two very different teams wearing the same uniforms playing a couple months later?
I don't know. It depends on where you're looking at it from.
Yeah.
I mean, from our standpoint, it's just kind of like a rematch for us. We felt like we should have won that game in the tournament, and now we kind of get another chance, get another whack at it at home. So it'll be fun.
What's the most important thing to know when you are playing them? Obviously, they got that sort of pack line system, and what's the most important thing you got to keep in mind when you're going up against that defense?
I mean, you can't pass up on looks. If you got a good shot, you got to take it because you might not get anything better that possession.
Matt said yesterday you really have to move them around. Does that kind of put emphasis on ball movement, put emphasis on using your dribble? What's kind of the secret sauce there?
I think it's both. I mean, they're not the most aggressive defense, but they're just really disciplined
Right.
and really, like you said, pack line defense. So really, just ball movement and player movement is are big for us.
What are the important parts for you guys at this point of being more productive offensively? Is it simply a matter of making more shots, turning the ball over less, or is there something more than that?
I mean, yeah, just value in possessions more, taking care of the ball, both the bigs and guards, of course, and yeah, just guys being in the gym, being able to make shots.
Right. Just playing two really high-pressure teams in VCU and Florida State, and then going to Virginia, that's kind of both opposite ends of the spectrum, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how quickly we can change from that
Right.
to a different game like Virginia. And yeah, they're two different types of styles, completely different, and there's pretty much no comparison.